And so the whole point with CARF is HMRC wants a standardized report on crypto users and their in-scope transactions. And again, that's so that they can enforce tax compliance and exchange data internationally where they need to. So what is CARF in practice? It's an annual return where crypto asset service providers need to do three things. They need to identify reportable users, collect and validate tax residency and TINs, similar to CRS2, and they need to report in-scope crypto transactions to HMRC in that standardized format. And again, the timing is very similar to CRS2. So data requirements start collecting the data from 1st of Jan this year, submit it by 31st of May 2027. Submissions, again, are in XML. You need to use the CARF schema and submit it via HMRC's online reporting service. And so the big question, as always, am I in scope? So the scope test for CARF is based on what you do and who you serve. So you're likely in scope if you're a reporting crypto asset service provider, you're providing crypto asset services to UK tax residents. That's really important because the reporting is triggered by your user's tax residence, not your headquarters, for example. And the type of activity to be reported is really broad. Most types of crypto activity are reportable, so crypto to fiat, crypto to crypto, transfers, and certain in-scope retail payments as well. And there are sort of two key operational considerations worth pointing out with the CARF return. First up is that there is a user notification requirement. So if a user is reportable, you need to notify them that their data will be reported to HMRC and may be shared internationally. You need to do this by 31st of Jan after their first reportable year. Second is, if you haven't already done this and you're a reporting crypto asset service provider, you need to make sure you register by HMRC, with HMRC by the 31st of May 2027 or the 31st of January after your first in-scope report year, whichever is later. And the three types of buckets of data that you need to collect are very similar to CRS2. So you need to report accounts and wallets, so the account ID and reference, or the wallet address and ID. For individuals, it's very similar, again, to CRS, so name, address, date of birth, tax residences, and TINs per country, or valid reason code if you don't have those. For corporates, it's entity name, address, tax resident, and TINs, plus controlling persons, with the same details for individuals. And the transactions are crypto. You need to report the crypto asset type and the annual totals by category. So you need to pull out whether it's crypto to fiat, crypto to crypto, transfers, etc. So how do we get ready for CARF? So the checklist here is, number one, confirm scope and register. Are you an RCASP with UK tax resident users? If so, get registering with HMRC if you haven't done that already. Step two is to think about building out your customer comms. So you'll need to notify reportable users that you're reporting to HMRC and potentially cross-border sharing of their data. Think about which documents and disclosures that you can build this into. And third, if you haven't done this already, fix your onboarding so you can capture this tax residency and TIN data from day one, and clearly tag reportable users in your system and the various transaction types that we just mentioned so that you can pull those reliably, so you can pull those totals reliably.